Final race on the programme then at Sha Tin this Saturday is a Class 2 over the 1,400 metres and features some really nice young horses on the rise. Headed by General's Delight. Jerry Chow taking £10 off his back behind Mighty Giant last time out, who won impressively. General's Delight £17 better off. Ballistic King comes out of that race as well. Lucky Express gets up from the 12 to the 1,400 metres. Skyfield up into Class 2 for the first time. 2 from 2 so far this season. Magnificent's got speed off the inside gate. Maximus, a 3-year-old, still in time, makes his Hong Kong debut. Unbeaten in 4 starts through France and the UK. And down to Beauty Smile, up in class, gets the blinkers on for the first time here. Now, Mighty Giant, Water Diviner, Right Choice and Beauty Smile are the horses that have been up at Chung Fa in the last 30 days. Now we're at the touch screen to have a look at the speed map and a couple of key races as well. Skyfield's got the low draw, but Mighty Giant, Tom, he'll be very keen to try and get out in front and dictate once more from barrier number 10. He's pretty much been able to do that his last outing from gate number 13, so comes in a few spots this time round. I think he should have enough early gas to get across and be the leader here. Beauty Legacy gets into the field and they rolled forward with him last time out, and he in the end was beaten 2 3/4. He knocked up late. Magnificent should be pretty much a lock for that trailing position out of gate number 1 in the hands of Dylan Moe. Then you've got Beauty Smile, who's drawn awkwardly out in gate number 13 for Wagner Borges, but does have the blinkers on. Skyfield should be perfectly positioned, 3 back the fence. Ballistic King there. General's Delight is on that 3 wide line as well. And there is a newcomer in the field, Maximus, with the shadow roll on. He's likely to get back for Alexi Bedell out of the Tony Millard stable. Mighty Giant to fire across from barrier number 10. Interesting, Maximus made all in his last race in the UK. Paul, what have you seen at track work?
Yeah, looking forward to this race. Here is Mighty Giant. He's over 1,200 pounds of him and he goes really nicely in his work. He's up for the fight and he's won his last 4 and he looks really good. Lucky Express, now he didn't have the race run to suit last time. Prior to that he won really nicely as well. He's drawn ideally in barrier number 3. Karis Teton aboard. He did ride him when he did win 2 starts ago. Did Lucky Express. And the other one, Skyfield. Quiet piece from him though, but another one who's got plenty of ability. Probably got the best turn of foot of the 3 horses that I've just shown, but he's also a little bit wayward as well. But there's plenty of raw ability there for him as well. All right, OK, we'll come back to him in a second. We're going to start off with Mighty Giant on a bit of a winning roll. He's won 5 of his 8 starts so far in total. His jockey on Saturday is Zach Purton.
Mighty Giant, Zach, that looked a tough win last time out, first up from him.
Yeah, it was. He's done everything right in his time here in Hong Kong. He's well named. He's a very big horse and he's got a big, long action. He likes to get out there and roll along. And it was a tough effort last time. It was first up, so you've got to question how much it took out of him and whether he's going to be flat for this run. But Ricky's happy with him. And there's nothing to suggest that he's not going to run well. You mentioned Ricky. He said recently that he feels he's ready for group races. Do you share that same opinion of the horse? He continues to do things that some horses can't. He gets up there on fast speeds and keeps rolling along, and he continues to raise the bar every time he gets out there. And I'm very light on for horses at the top end at the moment, so hopefully he can take that step and fill a bit of a hole. What opinion do you have of Skyfield? He's obviously a very talented horse. His turn of foot's exceptional. We know he likes to over-race a little bit in his runs, and that's probably going to bring him undone from time to time, but you can't knock the horse. He's done very well. You're drawn 10. Would it be the plan to roll forward like you have in the past with him? Yeah, that's his racing style, so we'll use that, like we always do, and just let him do his thing. Ed Sadler with the track work interviews this week. Tom, Zach's 4 from 4 on this horse. Do you see it being 5 from 5? I think he can go on with the gear, and if he's not going to get too much competition up front, as long as Beauty Legacy doesn't try and pull too much pressure in. If he does, he might just be able to take a sit just behind him. But if there's not too much pressure up front, he get a nice run from gate number 10. I think he's a horse that can upset Skyfield here. Yeah, there's no natural leader in the race, so I can see him getting across easy enough. When I first saw barrier 10, I thought, oh no, but once you do the speed map for the race, I think it's not too bad for him. I think he can get across and get out in front and out of trouble as well. All right, well, let's have a look. We'll come back to Skyfield in a moment. We'll have a look at a couple of the other horses first. And Lucky Express, who was a pretty good winner 2 starts back. This was his last start effort. The other horse to keep an eye on as well is Water Diviner, who is more than capable, must be said. But on this occasion, Paul, Lucky Express behind California Rats, who I think is probably quite a smart sprinter. Yeah, no, he definitely is. And look, it was a nice run here from Lucky Express. It was a little bit
stop-start. He didn't really get the race run to suit. Once he got into the clear, he finished off nicely enough. Prior to that, his win was very, very good. So I'm still giving him a chance in this race. He'll be third up now. This was his second up run.
Yeah, definitely. And he wasn't the quickest to jump last time out midfield, and he's going to be trying beyond 1,200 metres for the first time. So I don't see any concerns with that stepping up in trip for Lucky Express.
All right. Any concerns stepping up in trip for Sky Field? Speed map has him sitting back on the fence there. If they don't go quick, could we see a sort of reoccurrence of the head getting up in the air? But this was his last start win. Yeah,
well, he got out into the clear. We probably expected him to win by a little bit more, but Keep You Warm gave him a good race last time out and didn't let him get too far away over the final stages. He's still learning, he's still developing, but once you get up into Class 2, Paul, there's nowhere to hide in these races.
No, he's up with the big boys now. Look, if he does everything right with that turn of foot, he can easily win this race. There's no question whatsoever.
He just didn't blow the second horse away like we thought he might have.
All right, well, Keep You Warm could play him a compliment earlier on the day, I suppose. At the trials here, this is Skyfield once more out in front, just having a bit of a leg stretch. But the horse to keep an eye on, Paul, is Maximus, back here in the field here. A first starter, a 3-year-old for Tony Millard.
Yeah, and he looks like a really nice recruit here. Whether he's picked a really hard race to start with, but there's no easy races once you're in Class 2. He's come on a big rating, but he looks like a really nice horse, and he's only a 3-year-old, as you said, so he's still a young horse coming through. I don't know if this will be his... He'll be tuned up for this race totally, but his trials haven't been too bad.
Yeah, trialling next to Lobo's Legend, Judy Starr there. He's wearing the Shadow role. He won a listed race in France, also won on the Polytrack over 1,600 metres in the UK. So, yeah, he's definitely interesting. Nothing wrong with the trial, I thought.
Last race he won in the UK as well, beat Berlin Tango. Is another horse that's arrived here, has quite a high rating as well. So, is this a 2-horse race, Paul?
No, it's not. I have got those 2 favourites on top, though, but there could easily be an upset here in this race with some of these horses. The unknowns like Maximus, as you say. Ballistic King runs some pretty good races as well. But the order I've got here, I've got Mighty Giant to beat Skyfield, because Mighty Giant's pretty bomb-proof. He'll go to the front, he'll be out of trouble. Skyfield, I think, has got, no doubt, got the better turn of foot and everything goes well. He could easily finish over the top, but I think Mighty Giant can beat him. So he's on top to beat Skyfield. Lucky Express, and then Ballistic King, 2, 6, 5, 4.
Can't add any more to that. Same numbers, same 4 order, 2, 6, 5 and 4. Mighty Giant on top, Skyfield, Lucky Express, Ballistic King. I think Mighty Giant's done well since that last win as well. It's up 11 pounds, so 2, 6, 5, 4. All
right, surprised to be in the minority here, but I'll go with Skyfield. Maximus included for me as well. Stats for this meeting. Who's the trainer in form this week, Paul?
Frankie Lord. His October record's very good with the 8 wins there, 3 seconds, a third. So he's got a 23% win rate from his 35 runners. The horse will concentrate, and I think can win easy as well as everyone's delight. So I think he can add to that stat as well, Frankie Law.
All right, well, I'll be taking him on with my best bet. But speaking of which, who's yours, Paul?
I'm going to go with Judy Starr. I think ready to win up to 1,400 metres. Third up, it's very fit horse. Barrier number 2 looks ideal. And a Magic Legend, a 7-year-old now, but the 1,000 metres looks perfect for this horse, Magic Legend. Take him in a QQP for the play with the cruising and Good View Clarico.
My best comes up in an early race, race 2, number 2, Giveaway Please, Keith Young and David Hayes. The Value Precise Express, race 6, number 3, Antoine Hamlin, Ricky Yu, and the play will take the 3 in the last race. Mighty Giant, Lucky Express, Skyfield and a QQP.
Brave there, Tom. I'll go Brave Power with Derek Long in the saddle, who was the guest this week on Hong Kong Direct as well. Check that out. Taking on everyone's delight. Family leader, the ever consistent. Look at those stats. Family leader Casper Founds, Victor Wong with £5 off his back. He's a big price. Everyone's delight, Courier Wonder and Brave Power, the QQP for me. All right, that's just about it. Looking forward to the Saturday programme, Tom, which can, as we know, throw up the odd strange result.
It certainly can. Saturdays, I don't know what it is, but should be a good day of racing. Looking forward to that last race. Then we're back at Happy Valley. 9 races Wednesday night. Good quality Class 2, 1,800 to come.
Yeah, really looking for that last race. Mighty Power, Lucky Express, and also Mighty Giant. So Mighty Giant, sorry, Lucky Power and Skyfield. So we want those 3 horses to go forward and come into the group races.
All right, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin on Saturday. We will be racing to win.